And it's the dumbest bill in America, and it is the Commission on New Americans, which is House Bill 961 in Maryland. Commission on New Americans. Not a commission on Americans who are already here, but, you know, the new Americans, the illegals. This bill has been put in by Delegate Taveras. Delegate Taveras is from the state of Maryland. She represents part of Prince George's County, Maryland. She was actually born in New York in 1972, went to Barnard College, University of Utah, Woodrow Wilson School of Public and International Affairs at Princeton. I mean, obviously, this is a very bright individual. So she knows what she's doing when she puts this bill in. So why is this bill the dumbest bill in America? Well, let me tell you what it does. House Bill 961 is establishing a commission on new Americans to study and report on the contributions of illegals, the new Americans, and the availability of government services for new Americans, and generally relating to illegals. So the whole purpose of this study really is to figure out ways of getting free stuff to people who just got here, who are illegally here, not legal Americans, not American citizens, not people who got here and they're here on a visa. Oh, no. These are people that just crossed the border. They're here. And the purpose of this commission is to figure out a way of getting them more free stuff. So let's read from the bill. This is what I always like to do. So people are like, oh, I don't believe you. House Bill 961. That's not what it does. Well, let's read from the bill and tell you. The commission means on new Americans. A new American means an individual who is a resident of Maryland, whose country of origin is a country other than the United States, and who is not a citizen of the United States, or who has recently become a naturalized citizen of the United States, etc., etc. The member shall consist of 15 members appointed by the governor, and 1 member from the Maryland House of Delegates, and 1 member from the Senate of Maryland. And their areas of expertise that they will discuss shall include entrepreneurship, healthcare and public policy, aka free healthcare for illegals, labor, workforce and development, aka getting jobs that could obviously be available for other people in the state who are legally citizens of the United States, political engagement, arts, culture, sports, and entertainment, housing, because, everybody should have free housing when they first get here illegally, transportation, because free transportation is part of all of the entitlements that you want to give people who got here illegally, health care, that is behavioral health, primary and secondary education, higher education too, migration and demography, immigration, law and policy, criminology, family sciences, and poverty. The provision of services by governmental and non-governmental organizations that could be provided to these individuals, and so forth, etc. So, the report from this particular group of individuals will be given on a county-by-county basis so that each of the counties know, naturally, they know where to give and deliver free services for people who are here illegally. Ladies and gentlemen, why wouldn't the rest of the world, why wouldn't the rest of the world come to the United States for all of these free things? I mean, you go to the hospital, right? You go to the ER, the emergency room, and you see it full of people who are illegally in the United States. These are illegals. They cross. And then you just want to you have an emergency. You want to get care as soon as you possibly can. And there's a triage system, and you're in the triage. It's like, wait a minute. Like, I'm paying for this hospital. I have health insurance. Why wouldn't anyone come here for the free stuff? Why wouldn't they come for the free housing? Why wouldn't they come for the free higher education? Why wouldn't they come for the free healthcare, as I just mentioned? And of course, ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, they're coming because the Democrat Party wants new voters from the new Americans who will always vote for Democrats, because when you give new Americans lots of free stuff, they always vote Democrat. And that's the dumbest bill in America, House Bill 961 from Delegate Taveras in Maryland. Thank you for joining us.